From the far horizons of the unknown come transcribed tales of new dimensions in time and space. These are stories of the future, adventures in which you'll live in a million could-be years on 1,000 maybe worlds. The National Broadcasting Company, in cooperation with Street and Smith, publishers of astounding science fiction, presents
X minus 1.
Tonight's story, Requiem by Robert Heinlein. On a high hill in Samoa, there is a grave. Inscribed on the marker are these words:
Under the wide and starry sky, dig my grave and let me lie. Gladly did I live and gladly die, and I lay me down with a will. This be the verse you grave for me. Here he lies where he longed to be. Home is the sailor, home from the sea, and the hunter, home from the hill.
These lines appear another place, scrawled on a shipping tag from a compressed air container, and pinned to the ground with a knife. It wasn't much of a fair, as fairs go. The trotting races wouldn't be held till 8 o'clock at night. The flags and bunting drooped in the gray afternoon, and the pitchmen seemed discouraged. A large black limousine stood at the side of the road, 32 cylinders purring quietly. And over the dust and the clatter of the fair, a bullhorn blasted the highest pitch.
Hurry, 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 this way to the moon rocket, the moon rocket. See it fly, the actual type rocket used by the first man to see it fly. Chills, thrills, the romance of space. You can ride in it for only $25. Hurry, hurry, hurry.
Hey, Charlie, have you got that feed tube patched?
I welded it. Good for maybe an hour.
What a crowd. They wouldn't risk a nickel to see the sun blow up.
Oh, Captain, excuse me,
Yeah?
Captain.
Oh, yes, sir. 50 cents to inspect the rocket. One?
Could you take a passenger this trip?
You mean you want to go up? $25.
That's right.
Yes, sir, right away. Charlie, take the pitch. Step this way, sir. Look out for the feed lines.
Oh, yes, I see them.
Hey, Doc, passenger for a checkup.
Okay, Mac.
Well, is this necessary?
Regulations.
Take off your coat, open your shirt, roll up your right sleeve.
All right.
How are things, Mac?
Slow. We're not drawing as much as the cooch tent.
It'll pick up tonight with the trotters.
I'm ready, Doctor.
All right, give me your arm. All right, breathe in. Breathe. Breathe. Uh-oh. Sorry, Mac.
No go, Doc?
Cardiac condition I couldn't certify. I'm sorry.
You mean you won't take me up?
He's the doctor.
Well, I rather expected it.
Sorry. Between you and me, we could have used the 25.
Excuse me, Captain.
Yeah?
Could you and your engineer have dinner with me after your flight?
Dinner?
At my home. My car's over there.
That's your car? The limousine?
That's right.
You serious, Mac? You want Charlie and me for dinner?
Of course.
Okay. Okay. Don't see why not? Thanks. Charlie, you had enough.
Lay off, Mac.
Oh, that's perfectly all right, Captain McIntyre. Cigar?
Thanks.
Light?
Well, thanks.
Yes, it's hard for me to see why any holder of a master's ticket would quit the Earth-Moon run.
I didn't like it.
Yeah, don't hand us that. It was Rule G washed you out.
All right, so I took a few drinks.
Tell me, gentlemen, are you satisfied with what you're doing now?
Are you kidding? We've been pushing the old junk heap for a year. Half the time, the sheriff has an attachment on the ship for a fuel bill. It stinks.
Would it help you to get back to the moon?
Well, sure. I could get a short-haul job hopping ore. If I kept my nose clean, I might even get back on the run.
Would you be open to a business proposition?
What is it?
You own your own rocket?
Barring a couple of liens against it.
I want to charter her to take me to the moon.
You hear what he said, Mac? He wants us to fly that old heap to the moon.
He can't do it. The old boat's worn out.
Why don't you charter a regular company ship?
Oh, no, I can't do that. The company charter comes up before a congressional committee this year. They have to follow the regulations.
You can't pass the physical. Now, if you can afford to hire us, why don't you bribe a couple of company medics you've never afford?
I know, but not for me. I'm D. Harriman.
Harriman?
You own the company. Hey, what are you giving us?
I own a large percentage of the company, but the other directors won't permit me to jeopardize the franchise.
You tie that, Mac. A guy with half the money in the world, and he's up a creek.
Shut up, Charlie. Why do you want to go to the moon so bad, Mr. Harriman?
Well, it's the one thing I've really wanted to do all my life. I'm maybe 50 years older than you. When I was a kid, nobody believed we'd really reach the moon. You've seen rockets all your lives. When I was a boy, they laughed at the idea, but I believed. I wanted the moon then. I used to stand in the backyard and stare at it.
How far away is it, Mom?
The moon? Far enough.
Why don't people fly to the moon?
They can.
Why not?
They just can. But not now, anyway.
Someday I will.
What?
Fly to the moon.
Sure. Now, come on, Del. Inside. Way past your bedtime.
There wasn't enough money for college, so I worked. Stock boy at the old Ford plant in Detroit, accountant, credit manager for a mail order house, then New York and Wall Street, and then transportation. The monorail line between New York and Chicago, the Atlantic Pressure Tunnel, and then Harriman Rockets.
Del? Del, I want to talk to you.
I'm working, Charlotte.
You talk to me now, Del, or you may not get another chance.
What is it?
Fred Lott was in. You've sold out again.
I run the business, Charlotte.
Del, I'm fed up with it. Up to here. I married you because I love you. I still love you, but I'm fed up.
Now, what is it, Charlotte?
We're not young anymore. Fred tells me you've bought into a bankrupt engineering firm, sunk every nickel in it.
Well, they own the Schwartzmiller fuel injector patents. I need them.
How many times do we have to start over? I'm tired. I'm not asking for millions. Just a little life for the two of us.
I didn't know about the divorce for a month. I lost the papers under a stack of blueprints and stock prospectus. That night I walked through the park, watching the full moon move across the sky. My old friend. I could recognize the wrinkles. Crisium, Mare fecundatus, Mare twinkulatus, the Luna Apennines. It took 2 fraudulent bankruptcies and an investigation by the Securities and Exchange Commission before we did it. The moon. There were 3 injunctions on the rocket before it blasted off. I was going on the second trip, but my considerate board served a court order on me.
You can't go there.
Fred, I'll break you if it's the last thing I do.
Del, you've got a bad heart. That's no secret. If you die out there, the whole card house comes down. Now, we've got an equity in this corporation. We're going to see it protected. You've sucked us in on this wild scheme, and now that it paid off, you're going to sit right down here on Earth and see that the dividends come out on time. You're not going to the moon, Del. Forget it.
I never went. By the time my lawyers shook off the restraining orders, the first cargo rocket had crashed in the Pacific, and Congress rushed through the Space Precautionary Act. My heart kept earthbound, and now I'm old. I've lived longer than I should, but I would not let myself die. I will not until I have set foot on the moon. There, Captain McIntyre, you asked why I wanted to go to the moon, Well?
You find the ship, Mr. Harriman, and I'll drive her. You'll hit the moon.
All right. Then we can get down to business. I'll have contracts drawn up for you. You two will have to buy me a ship. I can't do it openly, of course. My dear board of directors would find out and slap a court order on me.
Well, we can't get credit.
Oh, don't worry. I'll supply the cash in advance. Pick some ship that can be fitted for the jump. A strato yacht, Apply for a strato license. Then after it's issued, you move to a piece of desert. I'll find a strip and buy it.
You mean fit her out there?
Yes. We'll install extra fuel tanks, change the injectors and timers for space flight.
Charlie, you think you can manage the changeover without a dockyard and shops?
Well, I'll have to have a load of power tools and a lot of time. It'll be haywired and spot welded.
Just so it doesn't blow up when I slap the keys.
It won't blow.
Well, that's what you said about the last ship.
Now, cut it out, will you? I ask you, Mr. Harriman, that last ship was a junk heap and we knew it. Now, this'll be different. We're going to spend some dough and do it right. Ain't we, Mr. Harriman?
You spend all the money you want. I'll see that you get it.
$132 shares of Apex Holding at 60% of par.
Check.
52 preferred of Spaceways Fuel, 50% off par.
Check.
That's the list. Oh, Mr. Harriman, there's a process server outside.
Yeah? What is it?
I don't know, sir, but I think it's a subpoena.
Oh, I was expecting that. Ashley, get Mr. Kamens on the phone. I think it's time for my lawyer.
May it please your honor, counsel representing Mr. Harriman's relatives contend that his behavior for the past few weeks gives clear indication that a mind brilliant in the world of finance has become senile. They petition you to declare him incompetent and to assign a conservator to protect his financial interests and those of his heirs. May I suggest that in the last few words, my opponent gave away his entire thesis. It is evident that the petitioners believe that my client should conduct his affairs in such a way as to ensure that his nephews, nieces, and their issue will be supported in unearned luxury for the rest of their lives. Therefore, we pray this court will confirm my client in his right to do what he likes with his own. Deny this petition and send these meddlers about their business.
Well, Kamens,
It could go either way.
He might rule against me?
He might. We'll know tomorrow.
Here it is. Eccentric millionaire disappears.
Yes.
You eccentric, Mr. Harriman?
Well, they used to call me crazy, but that depends on your credit rating.
A bench warrant under contempt proceedings has been issued.
They won't find me out here. How is the work going, Charlie?
My end's in pretty good shape.
Well, are you ready to go? My nephews will have detectives out looking for me.
Well, I could run those calibration tests tonight. Take till midnight. After that, it's up to the Commodore here.
There she is, Mr. Harriman. That's the job that'll take you to the moon.
It's a good ship, isn't it?
Hey, Mac, stop the car.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh. He's out?
Look at him. Where's his medicine?
Vest pocket. Here. Break the glass. Hold it on his nose.
He looks lousy.
Yeah. There. He's breathing easy. Come around soon.
Mac, we ain't gone through with this.
Why not?
It's murder. He'll never stand up under the initial acceleration.
Maybe not, but that's what he wants to do. You heard him.
I don't like it. He's an okay old buzzard.
What do you want to do with him? Send him back to Kansas City so his no-good nephews can shut him up in the cellar?
No, but...
Okay, then. Now get out there and make your setup for those test runs. Get that ship ready to fly.
Hey, you.
Me?
How many other people are there out in this desert?
What can I do for you?
You James McIntyre?
Hey, Mac.
What's the matter, Charlie?
You McIntyre?
Oh. Yeah.
I'm the deputy federal marshal in this district. I got a warrant for your arrest.
What charge?
Conspiracy to violate the Space Precautionary Act. I suppose you're Charles Schwartz. I got one for you, too.
Thanks.
And a man named Harriman. Got a court order to put seals on your spaceship.
We haven't got any spaceship.
What's that, a kiddie car?
Strato yacht.
Yeah? Well, I'll put seals on it until a spaceship shows up. Where's Harriman?
In the shed.
What shed?
Oh, my knuckle. That's the one I broke playing football. I'm always hurting that finger.
We gotta hurry. Get Papa to the cabin and strap him into his hammock.
Right. So long, Deputy. Oh, my knuckle.
She's warm, Charlie. Everything set back there?
How do I know? I didn't have time to run tests.
Tough. You all right, Mr. Harriman?
I think so, but these straps are tight.
Have to be when we blast off. All set, Charlie. Give me control.
Check. Test keys.
1 bank.
Check.
2 bank.
There's an auxiliary out.
We don't need it. All right, boy, hang on. Let's go.
How are you, Pop?
I'm doing fine. Couldn't be better.
You better stay in your hammock. I'll loosen the straps a little. What is it?
Nothing. Just go easy on that side.
You ain't fooling me none, Pop. You got a couple of busted ribs. There isn't much I can do till we ground. You take a neobaritol, and I'll wake you when we cut jets.
No, I'll stay awake.
Okay, just as you say, Pop. She's on automatic, Charlie. How are the tubes holding up?
Fine, tight as a drum.
She handles nice.
How's Pop?
Alive, but he's in bad shape.
How bad?
Cracked a couple of ribs in the takeoff. I don't know what else.
You think he'll last the trip?
His heart was pounding like an off-time valve.
Well, he'll last. He's tough.
Tough. He's delicate as a canary.
I don't mean that. He's tough down inside where it counts. Just the same, you better set her down awful easy if you want him alive.
I'll make a full swing around the moon and ease her in an involute approach curve. It'll go fine if we got enough fuel.
Somebody call me?
Something wrong, Pop?
Thought somebody was calling me. Must have been asleep.
I swung your hammock around. We're breaking now. There she is ahead.
The moon. I've seen 1,000 photographs. There. That's Copernicus. Tycho.
You know it all right, Pop.
Where are you landing?
Mare Imbrium between Aristillus and Archimedes.
Oh, that's about 40 miles from Luna City, isn't it?
Yeah.
It won't be easy landing without ground approach radar, will it?
I've done it before.
Not without a second pilot to punch the stadimeter.
You ought to have a mate's ticket, Pop. You know the whole routine. You must have really studied up.
Yes, that's all I could do, study, until now. Oh, look at the moon. I feel as if I'm coming home.
Yeah. Charlie.
Yo.
I'm taking her in. Cut in full power.
Make it good, Mac. Pop can't take a rough one.
Shut up and give me the power. I'll do my best. Okay. Dynamite setting punched. Hang on, here we go.
That was a lousy landing, Mac.
Dynamite adrift.
How's our passenger?
Quiet. Now look.
I wouldn't make any bets. That landing stunk.
Will you shut up? I did my best. Hey, Pop.
He's alive. There's blood in his mouth.
He's trying to say something. Take it easy, Pop. We're down.
Oh, where?
Take it easy.
Vacuum suits. Where are they?
Steady, Pop. You can't go out there yet. We got to give you some first aid.
Give me that suit.
What do you think, Mac?
Might as well. Get the suit out of the locker. Yeah, we'll use the big one. Be more comfortable.
Okay.
Hurry.
Okay, Pop. Easy now.
Hurry.
All right, pull it up. Seal these zippers, Charlie. Take it easy. All right. The helmet. Air diaphragm set.
Check.
Air valve.
Set.
Lift it on him.
Don't hit him. There.
All right. Come on, Charlie. Get into your suit, and we'll carry him out the back. Easy with him.
Okay. You all right, Pop?
Outside. Take me outside.
His left leg is gone. Get your shoulder under it.
Right. Open the lock.
All right, Pop. Come on. We're going out on the moon.
The moon.
All right. I'm going to leave you out here to look around while we get ready for the hike to town. You all right?
The moon.
We have to break out air bottles and rig a stretcher. It's 40 miles into the dome. Charlie, prop something behind his head.
Okay. You comfortable, Pop?
We'll be back soon.
Moon. I can feel the pumice dust, and it doesn't hurt anymore. Why, there's the earth overhead, the earth in the sky, and green blue. I'm on the moon. I'm on the moon.
Del?
Charlotte? I thought I heard somebody call my name. Yeah, I'm getting old. My mind wanders.
Del?
Charlotte.
Del?
That is you, isn't it? I made it, Charlotte. I'm on the moon. You didn't understand. You were afraid I wouldn't take care of myself. But I made it. I'm on the moon. I'm on the moon.
Come on, Charlie. We better get Pop going. Here, give me a hand getting him on the stretcher.
Never mind the stretcher, Mac.
What's the matter?
He won't need it. He's dead.
Oh. Better get out the pumice skis and the air bottles. It's a long walk to town.
Yeah. What about him?
Looks as if he's resting, doesn't he? Propped up, looking out on the pumice.
Well, he hit the moon. Come on. Let's start walking.
You have just heard X-1, presented by the National Broadcasting Company in cooperation with Street and Smith, publishers of astounding science fiction. Your announcer, Fred Collins. X-1 was an NBC Radio Network production.
Well, let's do this indeed, people. My goodness. Has it really been 24 hours? Nah, man. It's only been about 21 hours. Shut up. Oh, wow. I forgot it was on a loop. It was on a loop. It was looping around, coming about to see me again. There we go. Well, I hope you enjoy the new weekly programming. I'll be playing that regularly. Regularly there. Coffee's hot this morning. Hot coffee. Trying a little bit of a different coffee blend this morning, doing a half medium roast and half dark roast decaf. Well, we'll see how that wakes me up. I'm trying to cut back on my caffeine usage here. It's muy importante that I cut back on my caffeine. Yeah. I have one more video to upload for the weekly programming. I have a night beat for Friday at noon. And that's all I have left to upload. And then I'm done for the week. I can just go about my business, getting ready for the weekend. Taking the kids to Los Angeles to see Los Campesinos. Los Campesinos. They should be, they should have fun. Fun. The concert kids. Arr. 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 So yeah, you know, kids are going to a show. I'm gonna just go to Hollywood and hang out. I'm gonna go to Hollywood and hang out, right? Go get some pictures, some video. Try and get some, try to get some footage, buddy. Yeah. Had a good show last night. Last night was a really good show. A little new music. Some good stuff. I'm gonna have to get into the whole commercial thing here pretty soon and start coming up with some more commercial stuff. Eventually I might introduce the news into a show. I don't want to introduce it into the nighttime nonsense and nostalgia show, because that would be counterproductive, counterintuitive to what's going on. Yeah, it's got to be something. It's got to be a time travel, man. If it ain't going to be a time travel, it can't be on that show. So I'm thinking about doing a news program once a week. And I'm thinking of doing it like in a 90-minute talk show format, where I discuss news and topics, and then hopefully get a back and forth between viewers. You know, something like that. Some kind of back and forth. So after the show last night, my brother gives me a call, and I'm like, all right, so you wanna like get on the computer and watch some stuff, or do you want to get on the computer and record or go live on YouTube? And he's like, well, let's just go live on YouTube. So I'm like, all right. So I set everything up. He goes to the bathroom. He comes back. He gets on live. And a few minutes later, I'm so remember, this is live, right? He says, what? We're on? What do you mean, we're on? I was like, dude, hello. We've been on since I said we were going to be on. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I get your ear? Poor little baby. Did I mean to get your ear? Yeah. There you go. You can't get too close. I know, you can't get too close, huh? We've been through that before. Poor little baby.
I done messed up her ear.
That's a big ear. Should be alright. R. Okay. So, yeah. So what's been going on, man? What's been going on? Today is Television Tuesday. Totally Television Tuesday. Anybody want to talk TV? You know that there's good stuff coming on this channel. 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock is prime time, right? No, stupid Sneeze did not want to cooperate, right? Oh, sound. Ah, that's better. So it looks like I dropped a few frames this morning at some point. I don't know why, but it seems to be running up to par now. I use about 4% of my CPU. I'm using about 7,000 kilobytes per second, and it's staying right around 7,000. That's great. It's great. And 30 out of 30 frames per second. We're doing good. We're doing good. Right, righteous, yeah. Looks like the side of the house is dark. Right? Let's see if I can fix that. Hey, look at that. Hey, I'm in the light. I'm in the light. I'm in the light. All right, retro cam. Vintage cam. Pretty much everything in that photograph there is vintage. Pert near, like my Melmac ashtrays there. that Melmac. Melmac. Totally macking the mail. Okay. So reach back into the past here and grab a let's grab a TV guide. Oh, here we go. So Bernadette Peters. On the cover of TV Guide. Isn't that great? Oh, and on the back is a camel filter. Right, let's get a little vintage cam here. There's my camel filter commercial. And then, of course, on the front is Richard Crenna and Bernadette Peters. Check her out. Governor Carter talks about television. So, if Governor Carter, that means this must be 70. I'm going to say 77. I gotta find me a date here. I was close. 76. October 9, 76. Volume 24, number 41. Local week of programming for October 9th through the 15th. 1976. So ask me what's coming on in 1976, and I'll tell you. You know what I want to... Oh, look at these. Record and Tape Club here. Start saving monies now on TV Guide Sweepstakes. It's the TV Guide Sweepstakes. There's a whole package in the middle here, the TV Guide Sweepstakes. This the TV Guide Sweepstakes right in the middle there. Oh. Okay. Little House on the Prairie is on 8 o'clock, prime time, on channel 6, 23, and 24, because this is... What area is this? What area is this? New York and Hollywood. Weekly programming. Yeah. Articles. Thrifty. PG&E. Creature feature. Ooh. Muscle building. Ooh, linoleum. Let's put down some linoleum. Let's put it on the ceiling too. God, they're really going big time with this Armstrong linoleum stuff. Let's put it on the roof. Holy hell. Ooh. Tall 100s. Tall 120s. Ooh, those long skinny cigarettes. Mercy Monaco. The Dodge Monaco. Totally. Oh, Billie Jean King. A little story on Billie Jean King. Max 120s. Well, these long skinny cigarettes we're in, huh? Yeah, Governor Carter. So this is a bicentennial year one here. There we go. The Munsters, Saturday at 11 a.m. on 26. Muggsy. Sarah McDonald. Star Shima. Witnesses a hit and run accident that claims the life of a friend's mother. Muggsy. I never heard of the show Muggsy. At least I don't remember it. Ooh, look, Fat Albert. Nice. Now, Fat Albert at noon on Saturday, I probably would have been watching that. In 1976, we would have been living in Lake Elsinore. So maybe not. living in the motorhome, there was probably a small black and white TV that got used in the evenings. Let's see. Children's Film Festival. Nina and the Street Kids. A movie from Sweden. Concerns a 12-year-old wheelchair-bound ghetto girl. Her mother's death places Nina in the care of a struggling artist who hopes to raise the money for medical care that the child requires. 60 Minutes. Lost Worlds of Sinbad, 1964. Toshiro Mifune and Makago Sachi. It doesn't seem like an American cast or even a European cast. I don't remember that one. Porter Wagner. Ooh, Porter Wagner. That means Dolly Parton. Well, I think she probably had left the show by that time. Porter Wagner. Yep. Pop Goes the Country, buddy. Oh, Waterworld. Host James Franciscus and a hockey player, Gary Unger, brave the rapids of Idaho's Salmon River. Waterworld. So James Franciscus, he did a lot of stuff back in the 70s. Most notably, he did the sequel to Planet of the Apes, right? He was the character that they created to take over Taylor, Charlton Heston's spot. Although Charlton Heston was in the sequel, he said, "Look, I'll be in the sequel. You put me a couple of minutes at the beginning and a couple of minutes at the end, and fill it in, all right? But I'll come back to the movie, but I'll only be in the beginning and the end. You guys, I don't want to run around with no shoes on. I don't want to be in the loincloth for months. Somebody else to do that shit." And so they rewrote the whole story to fit James Franciscus showing up on the planet and trying to find Taylor. And it was a really good movie. I love that sequel. It's a great sequel. Baseball playoffs here. American League, National League. Good old television here. Baseball and TV, right? Like Coke and a cheeseburger. A lot of Porter Wagner, man. Dude was popular. Hee-haw. Hee-haw. Sports Spectacular. Animal World. Viewpoint. Electric Company. Ooh, Electric Company. That's totally cool, man. Infinity Factor. Infinity Factor. Película. Un par de sanguiverganesias. Luis Aguilar, Joaquin Cordera. 2 hours. Ooh, Soul Train. La Belle is on Soul Train. Totally. Baseball playoffs. Lawrence Welk. Zoom. Hollywood Squares. The Prince and the Pauper Never Looked So Good. Brought to you by McDonald's. By McDonald's. We do it all for you. By McDonald's. We do it all for you. Emergency. A lot of Hollywood Squares on right now. Ooh, Dolly, she gets her own show. Ronnie Millsap. Alright. Ronnie Millsap is the guest. Mary Tyler Moore show with Betty White. Doc and Politics Make Hilarious Bedfull of Doc. And the Jeffersons. Doc. Bernard Hughes. Bernard Hughes, that old guy. He did a lot of Bernard Hughes on Doc. Most notably, I remember Bernard Hughes in the movie The Lost Boys as the old grandpa. See that shelf in there? That's my shelf. You don't touch anything on that shelf. That's my root beer. Don't fuck with my root beer. And take my TV guide. You see the little thing on the TV guide? You'd be tempted to tear it off, but don't. Because I hate it. I hate that little thing there, torn all. Yeah, the old guy on the Lost Boys. Jefferson's. Canute? Oh, Newt Rockney. Okay. Gotcha. If I had a million. It's a TV radio. Oh my gosh, no way. For only $18.88. Ooh. What is this? Pubic zirconium? Back before they had the internet, they had to try to sell you stuff on ads. Ads. Carol Burnett Show. Oh yeah, with all the bells and whistles. Harvey Korman, Tim Conway, Vicki Lawrence. Oh yeah. Bab Newhart. Good old Bab. There you go. Strother Martin. That's him. Strother Martin. What a name, Strother. Right? Strother Martin. He played Chong's father on Up in Smoke. Right? Did you get out there in them goddamn field, pick them frickin' strawberries? Work your way up to them bananas. And we just watched Strother Martin on an episode of the Rockford Files with James Garner. And Strother Martin played T.T. Flowers, an old guy that was getting kicked out of his property by his daughter, no less. Totally. Bab Newhart. Pro football playoff. Playback. I get it. We do it all for you. Put up about beat up. At McDonald's. We do it all for you. Okay, the creature feature is The Creature Walks Among Us from 1956. A scientific expedition at sea captures an amphibious monster. Morgan Rex Reasons. 90 minutes. Totally. Armstrong Carpet Squares. Ooh. Hauser's Memory, 1970, Cold War thriller about a scientist who makes a terrifying odyssey into the past. David McCullum, 2 hours. Three Faces of West, 1940, interesting contemporary story about migratory farmers seeking a new life in Oregon. John Wayne, Sigrid Guri, Braun, Charles Coburn, Guri, Braun, Charles Coburn, Billy, Sonny Bupp, Miss Wells, Helen McKellar, and Spencer Sarders. Adam 12, The Projected Man from 1966. A lot of sci-fi on Saturdays. Hell Raiders, World War II. Unapologetically. Yeah. We're in the morning. So let's see. Broadcasting stopped at 2:15. Started up again at 6:30. Treehouse Club. Grandstand. Rex Hubbard. It looks like he was a religious fixture there. Oral Roberts. There you go. Trans World Missions. Reverend Leroy Jenkins. Must be Sunday. All of the cooks come out. Give me your money. I'll pray for you. I swear. Just help me buy my Mercedes Benz, and I'll pray for you. Yeah. Let's see. The Enforcer. Humphrey Bogart. Summer Holiday. Jimmy Swaggart. Jimmy Swaggart, the Wild One. Marlon Brando. Fort Apache. John Ford. And I'm going to say John Wayne, yep. Space, 1999. Sunday, 6. Channel 26. We do it all for you. Ba-ba-da-ba. At McDonald's. The Bicentennial Almanac. 200 Years of America. Now that looks like a neat book to have. I've got a Bicentennial cookbook that's pretty good. To check that out. The Biscuit Eater. And it looks like Johnny Whitaker. Wow. A little Disney feature there. All the best. The Biscuit Eater from Walt Disney Productions. An untrainable dog enters the world of a boy who cares. Oh, Earl Holliman. Earl Holliman. Earl Holliman. ¿Te acuerdas? Earl Holliman. Earl Holliman. Earl Holliman. He did a lot on Chips, I believe. He was on Chips a few times. Ooh, the Jacksons. Ooh, the Sonny and Cher show. Wow, the Jacksons are on. A Tree Grows in Brooklyn. Cliff Robertson, Diane Baker, Nancy Malone. That's actually a good movie. I remember seeing that. Okay, Sonny and Cher. Bob Hope and the Jacksons are the guests. In comedy highlights, Bob plays the host of a 1976 Bozo Awards show in which bozos are given to losers, bunglers, kooks, and laughing stocks. Wow. Let's just mock everybody, right? Oh my God, they can't say that about me. Wild Kingdom. Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom. So there's a show. There's a show. My brother's like, dude, find some of that. And I'm like, dude, it's all over YouTube. You want to find Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom? They got their own channel on YouTube. Just go to the Wild Kingdom channel and watch all of their episodes. I tell you, Bob, grab that son of a bitch and tackle him to the ground and stick him with a needle. I tried to watch that. I actually tried to watch Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom, the original episodes, and I couldn't do it. I couldn't. Every episode that I tried to watch, it was like, man, why are they doing to that animal? Oh, that poor animal. Oh, that poor animal. And I was like, you know what? Fuck this. It didn't feel like this when I was a kid. I loved that show. Mainly because we didn't get to see wild animals. It didn't matter that they was tackling them to the ground with nets and jabbing them with needles and shit. Right? So, I don't do too much of Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom anymore. Oh, look at that. Judd Hirsch stars as Charles Hayde. The new show Del Vecchio. Oh, Del Vecchio. Right after Kojak. Quincy. Permethine. Permethine 12 shrinks fat away. Get it at Thrifty's Drugs. Rid kills head lice on contact. Ooh. Must be popping up in the schools over there. We do it all for you. Ba-ba-ba-da. At McDonald's. We do it all for you. Totally. Sammy and Company. The Sammy Davis Jr. Show. A fabulous 90 minutes of music, variety, and entertainment. Sundays at 11:15. Wow. They won't put him on till almost midnight, huh? Captain Kangaroo. Medics. Errol Flynn. In 4 movies. The Adventures of Don Juan, Charge of the Light Brigade, Gentleman Jim, Seahawk, and The Adventures of Robin Hood. 5 movies. Weeknights, Channel 6. Woo! Marcus Welby, MD. Yeah, James Brolin. That's where he got his start. Totally. Oh, emergency. Emergency, emergency. Totally. And McDonald's. I do it all for you. Oh, Cactus Flower at 9. There we go. That's a great fucking movie. Great fucking movie. Man, Goldie Hawn is just phenomenal. If that had been the only movie she ever made, she's still phenomenal. Phenomenal. Goldie Hawn, man. Cactus Flower, what a great fucking movie. Which reminds me, I've got to watch, oh, what's it called? Oh, what the hell is that movie called? It's that one with, what should you call it? Sugarland Express. That's it. Steven Spielberg, John Atherton, Ben Johnson, and of course, Goldie Hawn. Great fucking movie. I gotta watch that. Hogan's Heroes. High School at Home in your spare time. Nice. We do it all for you. Ba-ba-ba-da. At McDonald's. Sanford and Son. Bozo's Big Trip. Right. Let me go check the AM real quick on Monday here. And see what's coming on early in the AM. Monday morning. Ba-ba-da-bum. Captain Kangaroo, Sunrise Semester, Good Day. Good Morning America with David Hartman. Today with Tom Brokaw. CBS New, Morton and Rudd. Advanced Dentistry. Electric Company, there we go. Jetsons, Infinity Factor, Underdog. Sesame Street. Sanford and Son. What else comes on early in the morning? I guess that was it, huh? Our Mike Douglas. So, I was hoping to find a little something different in the morning there. The Country Music Association Awards. So is that the CMAs? NFL football, the San Francisco 49ers face the Rams at Los Angeles. So why are we in Los Angeles? I thought the Rams were somewhere else at this point. When were they the LA Rams? Somebody? Star Trek. Star Trek. Anybody? Because I've got my TV guide. Ooh, look, some recipes. Farm-wise supper. Prairie Land pot roast. Potatoes, carrots, onions. That looks pretty good. That's a pot roast there. That's nice. caramel apple bread pudding. Well, they got a few recipes in here. Golden pumpkin meringue pie. Country fair chicken. Ooh. A cheesy fried chicken. Interesting. We'll do it all for you. Well, they got a couple of pages of recipes here from the old days. Classic dinner. Totally. Uh-oh. Rhoda. Not Rhoda. Was never a fan of Rhoda. What's her face? Ballaway Harper. Total turnoff. I did not like the sound of her voice. I did not like the look of her face. I did not like her acting or her lack of ability. I did not like her attitude. Everything I heard about her made me dislike her more. She lost her show. She got kicked off of Mary Tyler Moore and got her own show because she was just a bitch. And then, of course, she got kicked off her own show because she was a fucking bitch. And then she tried to come back several times in the 70s and 80s, but every time she'd come back going, oh, I love everybody. As soon as she got her own show, she'd be like, it's my fucking show. Everybody do what I fucking say. And she'd be a fucking crab. And then, of course, right at the end, she came back, you know, with, oh, I've got brain cancer and I'm dying, and then give me a job. And then, of course, she didn't die and she was around and she got her stupid show again. And then everybody had to put up with her bitchiness again. And then she faded away. Yeah. Glade sweepstakes. All that sweepstakes stuff. Man, 10 Little Indians. Good Elky Summer movie, right? Oliver Reed, Elky Summer. Andy Williams. Phyllis, Rhoda, Phyllis. Rhoda. Never liked Rhoda. No, I didn't like Mary Tyler Moore because of Rhoda. Captain and Tennille, Variety. Art Carney, David Soul, Nancy Walker, Howard Itzkovitz. Yeah. Time to Run. Gunsmoke. Vespucci manuscript. Birth of the Blues. Bing Crosby. Yeah, he's really... You hear Bing Crosby and he just says the blues, right? He just... When I think of the blues, I think about Bing Crosby. Yeah. So it's the white guy's version of Birth of the Blues, right? Bing Crosby. A Bing Crosby movie. Johnny Cash and Lawrence Welk. Ed McMahon, Doc Severinsen. McLeod. Bluebird. Mary Hartman. Oh my goodness. Oh, my mother loved that show. Mary Hartman. 11:30 on channel 30 for a half an hour. The weirdest, fucking kookiest fucking serial nighttime soap opera. Mary Hartman. That broad was a drain. Oh my God, she was so fucking annoying. Just whining all the time. Yeah, I mean, just hideous. I mean, save my space there, you know. So what's been going on? Talk to me. What's been going on, buddies? Yeah, lots has been going on my channel. I'm telling you, this week is just packed full of stuff. just packed full. I can't get over this shot of Bernadette Peters on the cover here. She's just that smile. All's Fair is the name of the show. All's Fair. She was in a lot of stuff, a lot of TV, a lot of movies. She never really found the spot, right? She did a lot of stuff where she was second banana, and like second to banana to Steve Martin in The Jerk, right? She is phenomenal in that. She's so cute. She's so gorgeous. Everything she does is just even when she plays the witch, the mean old witch, right? All dressed up with crags and warts and big nose and stuff. The witch on what's the name of that play? It goes Stephen Sondheim, I believe, and it's a bunch of fairy tales all mushed together in one story. Yeah. Well, it'll come to me. It'll come to me. But it's a great. She's everything she does. She's just beautiful. I gotta warm that up. And then maybe do a bong hit. Bong hit. All right, warming it up here. So I'm looking down at a box, a couple of hundred TV guides, right? So these are TV guides that they don't sell anymore. They don't sell TV guides the way they used to sell TV guides. So if somebody would like a TV guide, let me know. And I'll send you a TV guide. Like I said, this one's from 1976, October of 76. And what a great time capsule. I mean, it's got the little stories in the back and the front. It's got all of these cool ads. Look, it's howdy doody time. It's howdy doody time. It's howdy doody time. AM Friends, Gambit, Stumpers, Happy Days. 9 in the morning. 10:30 in the morning, sorry. Hot Seat, Ryan's Hope, Young and the Restless, Search for Tomorrow, Somerset, Galloping Gourmet, Mary Hartman at noon. BS, I Love You. Gary Berghoff, really? Huh. A 1971 movie with Gary Berghoff. Radar from MASH, right? You don't see him in too much, and of course you don't see him in too much before MASH, and that's before MASH. 1971 movie. Ironside, That Girl. Now there's another. Marlo Thomas, Danny Thomas. I could never get into the Thomases. I never thought Danny Thomas was funny. A little bit on the radio, but no, I could never find Danny Thomas funny. I don't know. Did you have to be ethnic? Did you have to be, Italian or Armenian or something, right? I could never get into it. And then his daughter, that girl, Marlo Thomas, she was kind of cute when she was young, but as soon as she hit the blade, man, she just went all out with the injections and the plastic surgery. No, she looks like a fucking abused prize fighter. I mean, what's that guy who did all the plastic surgery to his face? The fighter actor guy, and then he just got all big, and then all he could do was big meat face movies. The guy was just a good-looking guy, right? And of course, he blamed it on a broken nose. You know, that I had to get complete reconstruction of my whole fucking body. Can't be happy with what you got. Ain't no amount of fucking change gonna make you happy. That's why people get so many plastic surgeries. They start with one, and then another, and then another, and then another. And it's addiction because they're searching for something that they're never gonna find altering themselves, right? But they figure that's the way to go. I gotta change, I gotta be different, I can't be me anymore. And they just keep running from themselves. And then pretty soon they look in the mirror and they don't know who the fuck's looking back at them. And then it creates some fucking disconnect in their brain. And then all of a sudden they're just fucking loons. They're just fucking psychos. They start to believe their own bullshit. You know, they look at themselves and they see, you know, some kind of freaking god. It's just disgusting. I'm sorry, did I go on a tangent? Yeah, well, me and plastic surgery don't get along. Yeah, if you got horribly disfigured or something, you know, and you need reconstruction, plastic surgery. If you're feeling old and you don't like the way you look anymore, give me a fucking break. Grow up. My wrinkles. No. Ooh. Look at that, rings. Rings with initials and letters. So you can buy a set of rings with your initials. Or spell your name across your hand. That's neat. Tony, Orlando, and Dawn. Oh, with Bernadette Peters. Sly and the Family Stone. Bernadette plays a patient romantically involved with her doctor. Yeah. Gotta love them soap opera spoofs. A spoof. You're a spoof. Ooh, Policewoman, Angie Dickinson, Earl Holliman. That's Earl Holliman. Earl Holliman, that guy. Okay. So he's the one that was in the Johnny Whitaker movie back there, a few pages back. Earl Holliman. Earl Holliman. More Captain and Tennille, more Police Story. Ooh, One Day at a Time. Partridge Family. Ooh, American Indian Artists. Really? Huh. I wonder who's making money off of them that way. Because there's always somebody making money off them natives, right? Well, the whites make more money off the Native Americans than the Native Americans. At least until the casinos come along. Even with the casinos coming along, the white people are still making more money because the white people are going to run them casinos for them. Yeah. You get those big conglomerate casino companies who go to the reservation and say, we'll build you a casino, you just have to give us, you know, most of the fucking money. Sure, why not? And of course, you know, any money's good money on the reservation. Just look at the Navajos. Boy, did we fuck them up, right? Gilligan's Island. Una muchacha llamada Milagros. Yeah. Oh, there you go,
'76, October. At this point, I don't know where we're at. I don't think we're in Elsinore anymore in October. I don't think so. And we're not in Fallbrook until '77. The summer of '77. So where are we in the fall of '76? Huh? I don't know. Anybody? Parked far from the chair. All right. Oh, and then of course another dog. The doorman. Just call me Carlton. Carlton, your doorman. Okay, so there's something from a show that I hate. Carlton, the doorman, I believe, was a character from Rhoda, right? We never saw him. We just heard him on the intercom. This is Carlton, your doorman, speaking. How can I help you? Right? Right? Totally. So I was talking to Robert last night about these giant rings around my eyes. Rocky Raccoon here. Because I'm old. And I don't sleep. And I smoke way too much marijuana. And I don't care. And I don't care who knows. Because that's all there is to it. Yeah. 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 So let's see, it's almost 6. It's almost been an hour, right? And it's only Tuesday. And I've got one more show to upload for Friday, and the week is done, right? So, yeah, don't lay back there, honey. Come on. So, I can continue working on the first week in July, and then and get that programming done, and then work on each week after that in July until the entire month of July is finished. Oh yeah. Pardon moi. And it's looking pretty good, yeah. Oh yeah, looking really good. You. So let's see. I've got all those shows created. Got all of that done. I need to do a few more here. So it looks like I'm going to be spending the weekend trying to finish off July. So if I can finish off July's programming this week, well, the first week of programming, then I can be ahead of the game, because going to Los Angeles Friday is going to put me out of commission on Saturday, right? And I probably won't get much done. So I really need to get all of next week's stuff done this week. And then I can spend the week in between live, working on the rest of the month in earnest, because there's like 4 weeks left after the first week. Yeah, it's like a 4.5 week month in July. So that's a lot of days. It's still only 31 days. Yeah, but there's a lot of weekdays. The month starts at the first on Monday, which means there's a lot of days in that week, that month. Weekdays. Now, if it had started on a Saturday, the first, then it would have ended, the Saturday would have ended, the month would have ended on the weekend, and we'd only had 4 weeks. Yeah, 4 weeks or less. Anyways, time for a hit. Trying to cut down. It ain't working. So anyways, buzzing through this TV guide. We're on Wednesday afternoon. Electric Company. Star Trek. Kirk must tame a shrew when he undertakes a stormy mission of peace, taking the high priestess of a warrior people to marry an enemy ruler. Oh. Francie Nguyen. Totally. Bonanza, Odd Couple, Crosswits. It's a game. Hogan's Heroes, Hollywood Squares, In Search of. Voodoo rituals, ceremonies practiced in Haiti. Ooh. Ooh. In Search of what? Zombies? That's cool. And Wonder Woman at 8. Wonder Woman. Lyle Waggoner. That's great. You know what? Wonder Woman is great stuff. I've got all of the Wonder Woman on DVD. And it's neat that the first season takes place during World War II. And then they come back with the second season, and they're in the present, 1970s, right? And all the characters are just moved up to the present, which is really cool in the scheme of things. I mean, it fits with the original story, you know, because she's a long lifer who's pretty much unchanging. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Michael Brandon, Susan St. James, Michael Brandon, not to be confused with Michael Landon. Fall of Eagles, The Last Star, Weak-willed Nicholas II inherits the throne of all Russias. Alice, it's a new show. Oh, and Blue Knight. Blue Knight, George Kennedy, right? Petroni from the Airport movies. One of my favorite funny straight men, right? The Naked Gun. What is that? Leslie Nielsen. He did that show, The Police Story. No, Police. What was it? Police Squad. And then after that, they went to the movies and kind of did Frank Drebin, The Naked Gun, Part 1, Part 2 and 2.5, 3 and 33 and a third. Yeah, that was good stuff. But George Kennedy, look, a young hooker puts her life on the line to trap a killer pimp, and the hooker just happens to be a very young PJ Souls. Isn't that cool? PJ Souls, Carrie, the movie Carrie. Plug it up, plug it up, plug it up. PJ Souls is the one in the car with John Travolta that rolls, I believe. Right, the one with that baseball hat. She's funny. She's funny. I had a crush on PJ Souls, man. Totally. Super growing species of trees. Wow. Plant now, step back and watch it grow. TV Guide, baby. Get anything. All the best. It's a new series. Kurt Russell and Tim Matheson. Wow. Looks like Kurt Russell is a half-breed Native American. And Tim Matheson from Animal House, right? He also was on a TV show when he was a little kid, which is how he got famous and all of that, was some TV show, like The Real McCoys or some shit like that. But yeah, he was on TV, and then all of a sudden he popped up in Animal House and dropped his pants in the first shot. There it is, PJ Souls. PJ Souls. Ooh. Veinticuatro horas. Rookies. Ooh, Love American Style. That's Sherry Lewis. Aichiwa. The Private Navy of Sergeant O'Farrell, 1968. Bob Hope and Phyllis Diller. I've never heard of that one. The Private Navy of Sergeant O'Farrell. A World War II farce concerning the hunt for a sunken shipload of beer. There you go. Mary Hartman, Mary Hartman. Mystery of the Week. Shakabai Baby, a kidnapping drama with some plot twists. Fritz Weaver plays Alex McQuaid, a mysterious writer whose son is being held for $1 million ransom. Ooh. 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 Underdog, Jetsons, Sesame Street, We Must Be the Morning. Yep, Thursday morning. How come I don't see Romper Room? Is that on too early? I think it's on too early. I think Romper Room was like at 5, and this only starts at 6. Could it be? Could it bloody well be there's just not enough on at 5 for them to put it here? It's only one channel going, we ain't going to type that in for one channel, use up a whole frickin' other page. The 3 bears come to Bunny Rabbit's place for a tea party on Captain Kangaroo. Yeah, Michael Douglas, Dom DeLuise, Jim Henson and the Muppets, actor Don Murray, Alex Haley from Roots, and dancer Jerry Ames. 90 minutes, Michael Douglas. And Phil Donahue. Phil Donahue and Michael Douglas. Now there's a couple of shows, right? There's a couple of shows. Let's go, Phil Donahue. Donahue. Where are you? Donna. Donahue. And Michael Douglas. Alright. Douglas. Mike Douglas. Alright, well I'll see if I can find some of that stuff. That'd be neat to upload for some TV stuff to check out. Oh, this afternoon, Alice decides to leave the Bradys and the Brady Bunch. Oh my God! Oh my God! She's going to marry that butcher, right? Sam the butcher, is that him? I gotta warm it up again. I got to try a little tenderness. Lone Ranger, Clayton Moore, I Dream of Jeannie, Gilligan's Island, Merv Griffin, there's another one. Merv Griffin. You know what? If we're going to do that, then we might as well do that other guy. First I'll have to remember his name first. Oh, it just came and went. The name came and went. I can hear his voice, I can see his face, but I can't grab his name. My Three Sons. Star Trek. Attorney Melvin Belty stars as Gorgon, the friendly angel, the incarnation of pure evil who uses children to unleash the beast in the human souls. 60 minutes. Attorney Melvin Belty stars as Gorgon. So the guy is an actual attorney, turning actor. I'm sure in 1976 we're probably supposed to know who Melvin Belty is. Belty or Belly. Damn my eyes. I think it's Belly. Belli. Elvis Presley, Nancy Sinatra, and Bill Bixby. Speedway. Totally. Wow, Wild World of Animals. $25,000 pyramid. $100,000 name that tune. Ooh, 8 o'clock prime time. We got Welcome Back Kotter. Gemini Man. Ben Murphy. Oh, I remember Gemini Man. Masterpiece Theater. Madame Bovary. Waltons. And the musical Speedway with Elvis. And then, of course, at 8:30 we got Barney Miller. And that's it. And then at 9 we've got the Tony Randall Comedy Show. It's a variety, I believe. No, it's just a comedy show. Bestsellers. Adams Chronicles. Hawaii 5-0. Nancy Walker. The Streets of San Francisco at 10. And Dick Van Dyke, Variety. He had a lot of incarnations on his TV shows. And Nova at 9. Channel 9 at 10. 90 degrees below. Looks at research being conducted in the Antarctic. Collecting data. Oh, that's neat. There's a Nova. And then Barnaby Jones. Mark Shera, Lee Merriweather, John Carter, John Rubinstein, Susan Sullivan. This all seems kind of familiar. Doesn't tell me what episode it is. Murder in Black Mill Resort from an investigative journalist. Campaign to uncover a multi-million-dollar land scandal. This seems like after season 5, because Mark Shera doesn't show up until season 5, and I don't remember this during season 5, and that's as far as we've gotten. We're halfway through, well, almost done with season 5. Let's see. Good morning, America, how are you? With David Hartman. Don't you know that I'm your native son? Oi, oi! Oh, I gotta heat this up. I don't even want to try it. I don't even want to try it. Ray Milan, Stephen Boyd, Francis Nguyen, The Big Game. Alright, I'll be right back. I'm gonna warm up my coffee. I might even get a little bit more. Watch this light. Everybody's gonna wake up. Come on, Bessie. Come on, Bessie. There you go. Up. Grab a piece of that chair. There you go. So, good morning. Good morning. Good morning, yeah. With the hello. Oh my goodness. No way. So I've decided that, well, obviously, that I'm not playing stuff here on the show in the morning any longer. I'll put some stuff on for the pre-show. I may play an occasional video of my own or show photographs or something in the morning here, but I'm going to leave that entertainment kind of stuff for the rest of the programming. It's on the channel. There's no need for me to sit here and watch it with you, unless of course I feel like it. But for the most part, I'm just going to upload stuff and let you guys watch it when you can, and then come back and get with me on specific days, hopefully. Pardon me. Hopefully on, like today, somebody would want to call in, do a video chat, or do some comments about television stuff, right? i.e. the TV guide. And tonight, programming for tonight is pretty cool because it's Tuesday, so we're doing another episode of In Search Of with Leonard Nimoy. And I've got another episode after this, and it's just a matter of what I can find. So if I can find some more, of course if I can't, but I can find it somewhere else, I'll let you know where you can go to find it. I'm not greedy. I'm not doing this to pat myself on the back. If there's something out there going on, and I think you should know about it, then I'm gonna try to give you as much information as I can about it. Like The Harder They Come with Jimmy Cliff. that movie is now, it's still on Prime, but you got to pay for it. You got to join a separate thing. So stuff like that. If I find out where it's at again, then I'll let you know. Right now, Land of the Lost, Sid and Marty Krofft is on Prime, but all of the other stuff is still over on Roku, right? So, yeah, get on Roku and check out all of that Sid and Marty Krofft stuff. That's awesome. Awesome stuff. It's awesome stuff there. Oh, that's awesome stuff right there. Yes. Oh, yes. Coffee. So I switched to half decaf now. It's got a good strong, it was a really dark decaf. So it's got a lot of good flavor. And of course it's still got a little bit of caffeine in it because you can't pull it all out. Get out of here, caffeine. Go on. We don't want you anymore. I'm out of here. You guys suck. I'm leaving. So my caffeine count is hopefully going to come down. I'm going to try to cut down on how many Cokes I drink during the week. I try to avoid stuff with a lot of sugars, and then I throw a caffeinated drink at me that's half sugar. So I'm trying to cut back. I'm working on it. Come on, Bubber. Put down that coffee, Bubber. Cheers. Yeah, at some point during my hiatus or lowatus, depending on how, what elevation you are, I'm gonna be hopefully retuning my mental state as far as what I require to be awake and when I'm awake. Of course, I'm gonna still try to keep the same hours, so that when I'm ready to come back, I don't have to readjust my hours and come in going, it's time to go back to bed. So, what I'll try to do is get up around 5 or 6 every day and work on stuff. I will have things going live, premiering during the times that I'm normally here. In the morning, and then in the evening I'm just going to do an evening show and figure out how I can bring the set list to you, whether at the end of the show or during the show, and throw up graphics during the show. If I can go through and create a bunch of graphics, that's like 200 graphics, right? That's like 200, almost 200 songs, plus the artist graphic that I can reuse and the year graphic that I can reuse. So I can just create a bunch of years, create a bunch of the artists' names, and then song titles, all of the song titles, and then I can just choose them and pop them on the screen. So I need to figure out how to do that. That's one of those things that I'll probably be honing my live skills while I'm on hiatus. Learning how to reuse the mixer, learning how to use the other software that I believe that I can use the OBS software here that I'm using, but I'm thinking that the DaVinci software that I have, the editing software, is a live software as well. So I should be able to edit stuff live, key in graphics live and stuff, using those, using their software. So I have to investigate that. I have to get into it, open it up, run it, hook my shit into it, and see what happens, and just go. So I'll be doing a lot of experimenting. I'll be doing a lot of learning. I'll be doing rewiring, redeveloping my set. What I would really like to do is introduce a turntable into all of this, so that on occasion during my nighttime nonsense and nostalgia show, I can actually play the actual 78 or 45 for for the songs, right? Do a whole entire episode where I actually play the music live. My brother said that he so much loves the Nighttime Nonsense and Nostalgia show because you can hear the record needle and the surface noise on the record, and it's just, you know, that's what gets it for me too. That's what really gets it for me, is having those surface noises and that poor audio quality, you know. My God, can't you get a better copy of something that's clearer, you know? Don't they have a remastered version? It's like, no, this stuff is on 78, and that's it. It never made it to 45 or 33 and a third or 8-track, and there's a lot of this stuff, just like a lot of movies died on 16 millimeter and died on 35 millimeter and then died on VHS and then died on DVD. Stuff that just, they bring it back, but then once it's gone, they just move on, and it's back there somewhere, but you got to dig it up, you know. And that's what I love about these 8-track groups, these 16 millimeter film groups, these reel-to-reel groups, is that there's a lot of stuff back there in the past, and it's up to us to bring it forward and share it, you know. And I enjoy the hell out of it, you know. My brother compared me to like Turner Classic Movies, right? And I'm like, yeah, I guess. It's just fun. It's just fun to research stuff and find something. Oh wow, people are gonna love this. You know, I bet they forgot about this. You know, and that's what's neat. Like last night, that Nova that premiered at 8 o'clock went till almost 10. Right? I mean, wow. I got through with my Nighttime Nonsense and Nostalgia at 6. I was on the back on live with my brother by 6:30. We were there till, what, 8-ish? And then, boom, my stuff is premiering at 8 and live, and it's just constant stuff going on the channel, and that's so cool. That's so fun. You know, my programming. He says, and I said, well, I can do all of this stuff because I'm not making money off this. It's not monetized. And he said, well, can't you go to it eventually? And I said, yeah, I can monetize my channel eventually, but all of these nighttime and nonsense and nostalgia shows are going to have to be deleted. You know, all of this content that I have that's borrowed, shared content, that's all going to have to go. So I said, what I might do is if I come up with ideas for money-making stuff that's actually original and it's going to make me money, then I'll just do a sister network, right? Crazy Old Weird Bearded Guy, blue. Crazy Old Weird Bearded Guy, red. You know, and maybe I'll do green and yellow, or green and purple or something, and I'll just do some, like, rather than the red network and the blue network like NBC, I'll just do like the green network and the orange network. Green and orange. Limes and oranges, right? And then I'll just color code the graphics and change the title, one, you know, Crazy Old Weird Bearded Guy and Crazy Old Weird Bearded Guy Live, you know, and do it like that. And here's my channel with all my programming, and then here's me doing whatever it is that I do, you know, on the in-between hours. So this shows don't interfere with these shows, so you can go back and forth from channel to channel, you know, something like that eventually. I'm in no hurry. I am in a hurry to do some things because time, tick, 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 age, what'd you say? But, you know, once again, organic. I just want this to happen however it's supposed to happen. And by letting it happen, that's the way it works. You just let it happen. You know? You put thought and energy into it, but you don't force it. You know, and that's what I'm working on, is just trying not to force it. I I might 3s it or 5s it, but I'm not gonna force it. That's my humor. Oh yeah, I got a dentist appointment today. Just going in for some x-rays, getting stuff worked out before my procedure. So yeah, I was fiddling around with stuff last night. I busted out the PlayStation. And I was gonna hook it up. In fact, I did hook it up to all of this, and it didn't work. I wasn't getting the signal, mainly because it's a weak signal. It's not the 4K. It's not even a 2K. It's just a weak signal, and I'm not getting the right input. I've got an upscaler, but it's from HDMI to USB, and what I need is USB. No, I'm HDMI to RCA, right? And what I need is RCA in, HDMI out, and it's the reverse. So I need to. I sent my brother one of those. RCA in, out to HDMI. So I need to pick up one of those. And then try this again. Try to run the video game into my third camera port so that on Tuesdays I can play video games. Right? So on occasion I can hang out and play some video games. So for right now, if my daughter isn't going to get into playing video games this summer like she said she was going to try to finish Zelda. I'm still back at the Ocarina of Time, and she's moved on. She's one behind the latest one. So if she's not going to play that, I'm going to bring it out here once a week, once or twice a week, maybe more. Maybe I'll just go live and sit here and play, you know, because I can do that, and sit here and play Minecraft, right? Because that's my go-to game, Minecraft. So if I can hang out and do some Minecrafting with y'all and show you some of the worlds that we've created, that would be fun. So I'm going to try to get into that. And it may be that I'll play around a little bit on Tuesday mornings like now. But mostly I think I'll probably be doing a, Minecraft Live with Crazy Old Weird Bearded Guy. Hi. Who are you? Hello. It's, I'm me. I'm Michael. You can call me Crazy Old Weird Bearded Guy, or you can call me Michael. Just don't call me late for dinner. Who are you, might I ask, if you don't mind me asking who you are. I just noticed your comment. Hyde? Is that your name, Hyde? Where are you from? I'm in Joshua Tree, California. Hanging out, drinking coffee, doing bong hits, talking about television. You got any old vintage TV stuff you want to talk about? I got no name. Oh, I love it. A man with no name. Man or woman? Or other. I mean, I don't care. You are who you are, right? I got no. I love that response. I got no name. I need a shirt that says, I got no name. Right? That's beautiful. I love it. I love it. I got no name. H-Y-D, hide. I'm going to just say hide. Hide and seek. Hidey ho. Hide diddly diddly. The cat and the fiddly. So where are you at in the world? the U.S. I've got viewers from all over. So I'm just curious, you know. I like to know where people are at. Yeah. The text commenting thing here is a little slower than actual live stuff. You're in the U.S. So when you respond to one of my comments, try to be a little specific as to what you're commenting on. I know it's a hassle, but then I'm an old guy, so it helps me to understand where I'm at in the conversation. So in the U.S., right on. Yeah, I'm in good old sunny Southern California, here in the high low desert, Joshua Tree, and it's starting to warm up already. I got my AC here running 24/7. We're just about ready to hook up the swamp cooler, the what you call it, one of them water cooler thingies, right? And yeah, but it's been a lot of fun here. I've been sitting here this morning reading old TV guides. Well, thank you for that. But yeah, I've been sitting here reading old TV guides and talking about old TV shows and stuff, and talking about playing some old video games here. I've got my video mixer. You can just make out the video mixer right here where these shining white buttons are. And I can mix my video consoles into this and then play it live. So I'm considering doing that. And my daughter has a Switch and a Wii, an older Wii, and we don't really play video games a lot, and so we don't have a whole lot of consoles. I've got an old PlayStation. We had an Xbox, but it just died after a while, and we just never replaced it. I still have my Xbox account. I've been paying on that for years. So I'm going to try to see if I can access that without the box and access it on my computer, and then see if I can play it that way. That'd be neat. Otherwise, I'll probably invest in another Xbox soon so I can come and, you know, play some cool, weird video games. Because on occasion, I like to play stuff. I mean, I'd sit here and play solitaire if I thought it was entertaining, right? Because it's fun for me. Put a camera straight down on the table and just sit there and play freaking solitaire. What the hell, you know? Who's it gonna hurt, you know? What am I gonna do? Make people commit suicide because he's just playing solitaire, man. Ah! No, really, it's cool. I can dig it. You know, not everybody's into the same things I'm into. I thought maybe once in a while I'll just sit there and read. You know, only read to myself, and then, you know, every once in a while look up and say, get your own fucking book. But sometimes I get a little too funny for my own good, and then people look at me and go, well, he's an asshole, man. Hey, I'm just trying to be funny, sorry. Not sorry. Yeah, I got no name. I'm gonna have to write that down. I just put it down here in my notes. I got no name. That's it. I'm gonna get a T-shirt made. I got no name. Yeah, I got no name. Let's see, there's a movie, They Call Me Nobody, right? And then The Horse with No Name, from, what's his face? Neil Young. I was going to say Neil Peart. Neil Sedaka, what? No way, man. Neil Armstrong, dude. All right, enough with the Neil and Bob. Bob and Neil. Neil and Bob. Shut up. Shut up there. Hey there, Bob. How's it going? Howdy ho there, Bob. Hey there. So, yeah. Totally. So here I sit, thinking about stuff. I was talking to my brother about the concert we went to last and the girls that I met from the band Gully Boys. 4 girls, and the band is the Gully Boys. It looks like it was a 3-girl band, and they added a new member. So, yeah. But really, really talented girls, really polite, real nice, sweet, you know, dressed to, you know, to the nines, but just sweethearts, you know, really, really nice. One of them, I couldn't take my eyes off her face. She had just like this perfectly, you know, when you take a photograph and it's like you put that filter that kind of makes your face go soft and you look young and beautiful, right? She like had that natural filter. It's like she was an alien and she had this device that was creating this perfect image on her head, because that's what it looked like. She was like this perfect face, you know. That was the bass player. Yeah, the bass player. A beautiful backup singer. Beautiful voice. Very talented on the bass, as were all of the girls. They were all very, very talented. And a lot of fun, you know. I hung out with them for a few minutes in between the acts, and they were just really, really cool, you know. Thanks, girls, for making this old, crazy, old, weird, bearded guy feel young. Or at least, you know, not so old. So it looks like I lost a hide with no name. Before I could find out where in the U.S. are ya? You know, because that's important to me. At some point, I'm going to be putting up a world map and sticking pins in it where everybody's at, you know, because I've only got like 100 and something somebody's, right? And I don't even know who most of them are, so it's going to be real easy to put pins in maps. Dog is snoring. Can you hear that? She is the snoringest dog. She is the sleepingest dog. This is the most sleepingest dog I've ever known. She just gets up and goes to another spot and lays down and goes. So she must be part hound dog, because she just loves to sleep. Gets up, goes outside, lays down. Comes in, goes in and lays down. I mean, you know, really, what's there to do? It's not like she's going to get up, watch TV, make a bologna sandwich, take a shower, you know. She's just a big dog. I mean, her life is just to be a friend, just to be a companion, just to be there. She doesn't have to do anything. You know, on occasion, she's got to get tough. That's it. On occasion, she's got to stand up, make her hair stand straight up, and bark at somebody and let them know they can't come fucking around over here. And that's her job. That's it. That's all she's got to do. That's all she ever has to do. And she finally, I think she knows that now, and she's so relaxed, you know. It's like Tootsie. When she first got here, she didn't know what the fuck was going on. Is she in charge? Is she not in charge? What does she do? Who's who? What's what? You know, and she's totally found her place. She's completely relaxed in her position of being retired. She's real tired and retired. So, yeah, I love to just look at either one of these dogs in their natural state here, because they're so relaxed, they're so comfortable, they're so you know, chill. You got no worries. And that makes me so happy, you know. It makes me feel really good when I can look at my dogs and see that they are super happy. It's like looking at my wife and daughter and seeing that they're completely happy and content, right? Everything's good. Yeah, it makes me feel really good inside. So I love to just sit and watch the dogs, just sit and look at them, watch them sleep, watch them roll around on their back and scratch themselves and, you know, yeah. Or just play. Run around the house, having the zoomies, chasing each other. Yeah, and they do that a lot because they're happy. They don't have any rules, regulations that, you know, that aren't, you know, domineering over them. They can be who they want to be. Totally. Dogs, man, dogs. Oh, I gotta heat that up again. Totally. Alright, I'm going in. Going in, man. I'm gonna warm it up. Warm it up. Heat my coffee. Warm it up. Man. So anyways, what's going on, man? How's it going, man? Hey, man, why don't you take a hit off this? Hey, what do you got, man? You got some shit? No, man, it's pot. Aw, fuck, man, I thought it was some shit, man. Hey, just take a hit and shut up, man. Totally. Anyways. Oh, delay. Oh, delay, 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 oh, delay. So sometime between yesterday and this morning, the sound on the OBS program reset. And I think it was after I went live with my brother, Facebook over here, YouTube live over here, and it reset, which is great because now I can bring my balance back up to 0 and then adjust it on my mixer here. I'm sitting on the toilet this morning listening to my show during the pre-show, X-1. And I'm like, why is the sound so fucking low? And I'm trying to adjust my volumes on the phone. It's like, oh man, it's live. So I came in here, and while I was live, I sat here and adjusted the volumes on the OBS. And wow, it's working great now. I'm back to normal. Before I had to crank it down way low because everything was coming in way hot, right? So now it's back to normal again. And, yeah, I think the deeper I get into this, the more this channel is going to evolve. I'm hoping at some time I can get a green screen and start doing special effects, start doing keyed up graphics over the picture. I mean, it's going to be, I'm kind of a slow guy, you know, this is a hobby. And the rest of my life takes precedent over all of this other stuff. So I can't always sit here and doodle and canoodle. So the pain. The pain. Yeah. It's okay. Sometimes it just takes over and I lose track of everything that I'm doing. So rearranging this room is high on my priority list, but I think I'm going to finish the last upload onto YouTube for the week so that the rest of the week I'm just working on content for the first week of July. And I have much of it. I've got like half of it uploaded already and ready to go. Look, Francesca baby, she's already there. Night Beat, I don't have yet. Gildersleeve is there. So I need one show. Right, so I need 5 shows for the first week of July. That's pretty damn good. That's a half a day's worth of work. I've already done a lot of the. I've already created those shows and uploaded them. I've already created that one. I haven't uploaded it yet. So I need to create 3 shows and then upload 5, and that's it. That's great. That's fantastic, eh? What are you gonna do? Shut up. Alright. Alright. You can get out of here, yeah. Alright. I've got to figure out what I'm going to be doing on my shoot. Ah, shoot. Do I have an Earth? Do I have an Earth? Do I have a map thingy here? How come I don't have a Google Earth on my laptop? The last one that I had, the last laptop I had before this old one had Google Earth on it. Maybe I should dig that one up. God, that thing's got to be just on its last leg. Let's see, I think I've got my new laptop, the previous laptop, the one before this one, and the one before that one. I've got 2 or 3 previous laptops. And then I've got my old desktop. You know, that thing has got to be so slow. But I pulled all that, even that hard drive, HAL, is that desktop. I pulled that hard drive material off and have it on an external. So I actually have a lot of that older information. Yeah, a couple of video games I used to play were pretty cool on Pug Wars and Pusher. Those were 2 games that I used to play on my computer back in 99, 2000 something, right? Pug Wars and Pusher. Pretty much similar games, turn-based game where you've got to acquire stuff for a low price and try to sell it when it's high, and you have to take the risk that the price is going to go up and not down. Same thing, you buy a bag of dope and you break it up and you try to resell it and make profit, you know, and that was pretty much the whole game. Also Dune, that was another one that I really loved to play at the end of the 90s. God, I can just, right now I just flashed back to playing Dune. Back in 99, 98, sitting in the office late at night, just going crazy on the computer. Yeah, that was crazy. Those were the days. Late nights playing video games. Searching the web for porn. Totally. Hey, you know, it was there. What are you going to do? Deny that it's there? Totally. Let's see. Well, it's almost 7. That's crazy. It's almost 7. Let's do a little more TV Guide exploration here. Let's see. The Big Game with Stephen Boyd, Francie Nguyen, and Ray Milland. I think we looked at that already. Get Smart. Good old Get Smart. Boy, there's a lot of Star Trek on. It's like on every day, huh? This was the heyday of its rerun, right? Rerun syndication. Little Rascals, Little Rascals, Little Rascals. Toot, 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 toot. Senator Robert Dole. Is that Bob Dole? Bob Dole, Bob Dole. And Walter Mondale. Oh, that's... Yep, that's Bob Dole right there. And Walter Mondale. Walter Mondale. Boy, he kind of looks like Danny Thomas. Yeah. Yeah, I don't believe a word either of them bastards say. Gore Vidal, Jack Klugman, Richard Hatch on Merv Griffin. Wow. Richard Hatch and Jack Klugman. Huh. Totally. Mr. Rogers, Mr. Rogers. Mr. Rogers on at 5 p.m. Wow. Squeezed in between the Brady Bunch, Partridge Family. Yeah, ooh, Electric Company again. Nice. Battle for the White House. Ah, hell. That's right, 76. That's when we get Jimmy Carter. And this is October, so we're really working up to it. We're really working up to it, because he's going to be president this year. Well, he's going to get inaugurated in 77. But he'll get elected. I predict it. Totally. CBS Sports presents a spectacular twin bill of boxing. George Foreman versus Dino Dennis. And then the World Lightweight Championship bout. Robert Duran versus Alvaro Rojas. Wow. Or you could watch The Brotherhood of Satan. Or Donnie and Marie. Ooh, Donnie and Marie. Sonny and Cher's on the Donnie and Marie Show. And of course Paul Lynn. Billy Barty. Loretta Swit. Yeah. Lawrence Hilton Jacobs. Nice. Spike Jones Jr. Huh. That's crazy. That's crazy. So Spike Jones Jr. was trying to fill in his daddy's shoes. Yeah. Rockford Files. One of Rockford's fishing chums, who has found peace in poverty, is anxious to make amends for his larcenist past by returning $500,000 he successfully stole years before. I remember that. I just watched that last year, I think. Wow. The presidential debate, Dole and Mondale. So they're vice president candidates. I predict that somebody's going to win. To Candid Camera, ethnic names are tongue twisters to the announcer of a football game. Oh, well, that's just a neat hoax, huh? Here, try to say this. Costanza. Tony and Lena. Tony Bennett and Lena Horne. Really? There's something. Love American Style. Woo-hoo. Said Joe Flynn and Marilyn Mason. I thought it said Marilyn Manson. That's crazy. It's only missing an N. Martial Arts, Men of the Dragon, 1976. No, nobody of any consequence there. Oh, not Mary Hartman. Mary Hartman again. Ah, jeez. Ah, holy heck. For the love of Pete. Hey, Pete. Shut up. Stop talking about me, man. Oh, look, somebody did the crossword puzzle. They did it all. They penciled it in. That was nice. Robert Stack. Bob. Gabe. What's the names there? Sabrina's. Yeah, they've got decent, it's okay. I mean, their letter making ain't exactly perfect, but it's okay. You know. Join the army, and it actually gives you a thing to mail in. Mount Vernon, New York. God, I think it's the same address. Oh, look at that Marlboro ad. There we go. There's a good Marlboro ad there. Woohoo! Isn't that beautiful? Nice big cigarette spread. Even then, it says the Surgeon General has determined that cigarette smoking is dangerous to your health. And this, the decade before that, they were telling you, hey, if you're having a sore throat, smoke cigarettes. Hey, if you're uneasy and you can't sleep, smoke cigarettes. Hey, if you're nervous and you got hypertension, smoke a cigarette. No shit. She sounds like Mary Poppins, looks like a Gibson girl, and plays a giggling radical. That is Bernadette Peters. Oh, man. Yeah, she's awesome. Bernadette Peters. Yeah. I need to get some old magazines that have those old ads in the back with the Volkswagen parts that you can order to turn your regular Volkswagen Beetle into a Baja Bug. I used to love imagining getting a Volkswagen and doing that. You know, when I was in my early teens, 13, 14 years old, I used to just read through these magazines thinking, wow, I could just spend a couple of $100 on a Volkswagen and then just order these parts. Right? Ooh, look at that TV. There's a nice TV. Yeah, totally. Review of The Gong Show. When watching television's new half-hour talent contest, The Gong Show, your impulse may be to befriend a Cocker Spaniel, outfit him in white tie and tails, and get him a guest shot doing penguin impersonations. The number to call for an audition is 213-466-9153. And do not be embarrassed. Yours would not be the most ridiculous act. 3 programs out of 4. Wow. There you go. And then the ad in the back is for, a cash refund. Help support a youngster. TV Teletype Hollywood. And we are looking for people who love to drive to sell them a 1976 Camaro. Totally. And of course, camel. You smoke camels. Totally. Smoke them camels, man. Totally. Oh, wait. There you go. Bernadette Peters. Richard Crenna. Richard Crenna was a fun guy. He did a lot of weird stuff, a lot of fun stuff. Always really serious, but funny as hell. Yeah. I liked him and what was that guy? Jesus, I just chased his name away. Every time I try to think about somebody, I go, hey, where's... and it just goes away. Orale, anyway. Anyways, Hans. Yeah, this evening, we've got a couple of good shows coming up. Right after this show, of course, we're going to see X-1, episode 24. And this morning, I believe we listened to episode 23, Requiem. And then at noon, we have Dragnet, another episode of Dragnet. At 4, we have Experiments in Motion Graphics, early computerized graphics experimentation. And then In Search of A Call to Space, where we try to contact aliens and say, hey, check us out. We're dumb humans. Come fuck with us. Which, of course, they probably heard the call and came, and they've been fucking with us. And then, of course, we've got tomorrow night at 8 is Those Amazing Animals. And Thursday night at 8, we have That's Incredible. And Friday night at 8, we have the movie Night of the Living Dead. Oh, and that's awesome sauce right there. And then I will try to find a new movie every week that we can watch. And then during my hiatus, I'm probably going to be looking at bringing a movie, a made-for-TV movie, on my morning time slot at 5. And there's that, so that we can watch like a 90-minute movie every morning instead of me being here. And what's neat is I can watch along with you guys and comment on what's going on. Since I won't be on camera and I won't be talking for a little while, I'll have to make do. No, not. I gotta warm this up. Oh, yeah. Totally, I got no name. I got no name. Totally, I got no name. Well, I hope that Hyde, I got no name, Hyde, comes back and hangs out. because that's cool. I like hanging out with people, you know, new people, old friends, whatever, you know, because I'm just a fucking weirdo, I guess. I don't know. Stop looking at my belly. I was just watching myself there, and
I saw my belly. I did. I saw it. Quit that, Bubber. Stop looking at the belly, Bubber.
let's see. I gotta write more notes in between episodes because there's a lot of things that I want to talk about, and then I think, oh, I want to talk about that, and if I don't write it down, it just evaporates, and then I don't remember shit, right? It's not just the decades of marijuana smoking, but it's a little bit of brain trauma as well. Yeah. So I want to make things in my room here a little more accessible, so that I can kind of walk around the room with a full-size shot of the room. My initial original idea was to do a fishbowl, not a camera eye, not a fisheye, you know, where the lens is kind of rounded, but just a fishbowl, which means I'm just kind of one static shot looking at the whole of the room from wall to wall. So it's kind of like a horseshoe. So I want to find that shot here in this room, and have this unit, this console here on the edge. And to put it on the edge means to put it where a camera is going to be. So I have to find that camera angle while having this portion here in the way. Pardon me. Yeah, because I'm kind of tilted here so that I can have a camera, and then I have, instead of having the camera here, I've got it over here. So if I put a camera there and have it zoomed in a little bit facing this room, I get a perfect rectangular shot of this room in here. But if I turn this console and aim it toward that camera, then the top of this thing here is then going to be in the foreground of the camera, or at the bottom of the screen, blocking part of the shot. So I have to figure out how to get that, how to get that shot. And it might be that I put blocks on the outside of my mobile unit here, up high from the bottom, and then put wheels, casters attached to that, so that the caster itself touches the floor with just a minimal amount of clearance underneath, which will drop this whole thing down, you know, almost 2 inches. But is that enough? Probably not. So therein lies the dilemma, trying to come up with the perfect shot and to dress this set appropriately for each program, but most especially for this live program, because I want to be able to experience more live, you know. And then if I can use the turntable behind me and have it wired into my stuff here so that we can listen to music, play records live. You know what, I don't know that I want to play 78s on this turntable here, because this turntable here is it's an expensive turntable, and it has an expensive needle, and I don't know that I want to use it on old, beat up, hard, rigid 78s with, you know, grooves that I'm not familiar with. So I may dig up an older turntable and bring it in here. I have some small portables, some children's and other portables. So I may bring one in, dig it up and bring it in and clean it up and get it hooked up somehow in
into all of this. So that's, you know, that's an idea. That's coming up. Big face dog. So, yeah. So I'm hoping that before I go Friday, I'll have all of my first week in July programming finished and uploaded, and if not uploaded, at least finished and ready to upload, so I know exactly what goes where. And then I can create my weekly programming and get that on to premiere after midnight on Friday or sometime Saturday morning. Get it to premiere and then switch it over as my my main video on my channel. So if you go to my channel, the first video that pops up on my page is usually the weekly programming. If you go to my community page on YouTube now, you'll see 5 pages of programming Monday through Friday. And I'm going to start trying to get into that so that no matter where you're at, when you come by, where you're looking on my channel, you should be hit with programming. And you'll be able to see what's happening live and what's premiering live. So every show that comes on during the week premieres live, so that you have to watch it like a regular live TV show, right? Like that. So, so it's more like a real network, because I'm just playing pretend here. I'm just a kid doing dress up, you know, and just playing, just having a good old time. Let's see. So I got a little stack here of TV guides out of the couple of hundred that I have in a box over there. And this one here has Danny Thomas doing what's his face? Mark Twain, right? This one is from March of '76. Bob Hope, George Burns, and Johnny Carson, right, on the cover of that one. And these guys are talking about, 1981. Yeah, I thought they looked a little older. January of '81. That's a good one. That's an 80s there. We got Charlie's Angels with Cheryl Ladd. So this is second season. And this is 1978. Howard Smith and Harry Reasoner on the front here, news guys. And this is from 1975. Ooh, look at that. David Jansen and Anthony Zerbe from Harry O. I never watched that TV show, but Anthony Zerbe, he's had a few great TV shows. 76, June. Robert Crane, Black Sheep Squadron. So this has got to be, what, 79? 80? 78. Oh, and there's Rhoda. Rhoda from December of '76. Rhoda. And there's Rhoda. It's actually a rendering, a drawing. But, man, she's tedious. And Barbara Walters, Wawa Wawa. Ooh, with Carlton's Lowest on the back. And Barbara is also from '79, with Michael Landon on the inside doing a camera ad. I'm surprised he doesn't have a cigarette hanging out of his mouth.
Yeah. All right, these are some great woods. So all from the 70s here, and then that one from the 80s. That's pretty cool. I guess we could take a look a little bit into the one here from the 80s. Barclay cigarettes. Yeah. Teen sex, UFOs, male models, details at 11. I don't know what the hell that means. I don't want to get into that. The Incredible Shrinking Woman, Lily Tomlin. Oh yeah, Ned Beatty. Charles Grodin. I like Charles Grodin. He's always funny. He's always funny. Yeah, I like him in 1976, King Kong, right? That's a great one. Jessica Lange. And, oh, what's his name? Oh, shit. Oh, anyway, somebody will tell me, right? Nah, nobody's watching. There's like, this guy, what's he doing? He's just sitting there drinking coffee, doing bong hits, reading a TV guide. That's what I do. You know what? Someday, historians will use all of this to create an AI out of me to sit in a museum and talk to people. I shit you not. I shit you not. I will be alive again in digital form at some point in the far future. That guy's a nut. The Doomsday Machine. The TV movie guide. Wow, all of the movies for the week. That's a lot of good movies. Wow. And these aren't cable. This is 81, so they hadn't really got into listing cable yet. These are pretty much just regular channels. There's a little bit of some kind of weird number action going on here. But other than that, there's no, like, there's not even on TV or Z or HBO or any of that stuff, which is pretty cool. The brand name and videotapes, right? Photomat. Wow. But there's some horrible tapes. Yeah. Well, we can order some Dr. Seuss books. Right? That's pretty cool. Yeah. There's a special, The Mirth Makers Tour de Force, and it's Jane Fonda, Dolly Parton, and Lily Tomlin. Now, what is that? Why does that trio sound familiar? Because they were the three where they abducted and tried to kill their boss, Dabney Coleman. Right? Great fucking movie. Great soundtrack. Anybody remember anything about that movie, 9 to 5? I remember that while they were on the set filming 9 to 5, Dolly Parton once reminisced that while sitting in her trailer, she was sitting there with her fingernails, big old long fingernails, and clacking her fingernails on her pants like a typewriter. So she's doing this on her pants, and she comes up with those words to the 9 to 5 theme, and then of course takes that out and shows the girls, the other girls in the movie, with her, you know, and they're like just amazed that she can just. The thing was that she was writing a song or two every day. She's been writing songs her whole life, gets up in the morning and writes a song, you know. How is that? Wow. Lily sold out a Lily Tomlin special. Boy, she was all over TV, wasn't she? Wow. Wow. And of course, Jane Fonda, Dolly Parton, they're on this show with her. Yep. Great stuff, right? Just gonna double check here to see if anybody's interacting here. Benny Hill. I was just watching Benny Hill the other day. It was popping up on I don't know, what was it, Prime? That was pretty cool. I dig some old Benny Hill. My wife comes in and she says, "What the hell are you watching? Chiches?" And it's boobies in Espanol. And I'm like, yeah, it's Benny Hill. It's all about boobs, TNA, and slapping that guy on the bald head. But that was the show, you know, him running around, being a perv, basically, a cute little schoolboy type humor. You know, he was just a kook, full-blown kook. Back when it was okay, and you know, people didn't judge and cancel you out, you know, or take you to court and sue your ancestors because you said something off color, right? How dare he affect my emotions? Give me money. I'm sorry, a little too real for you. A little too real for you. That's my line. There you go. Happy days. Uh-oh. It looks like they're on the verge of Joni Loves Chachi. And there's Laverne and Shirley. And it looks like they make Hollywood history. So they're already in Hollywood. Well. Okay, Happy Days. 81. Yep, Joni and Chachi. And then let's see, Nova, The Big If. In Interferon, a body-produced substance that is a promising cancer drug. Oh, here we go again. Previously expensive and short supply. So this was undoubtedly stolen from humanity and taken by the pharmaceutical companies and stashed away. And that happens every decade. Somebody comes up with a cure to cancer, or at least hope, right? And every pharmaceutical company is sending out their hitmen and their assassins and their lobbyists to buy this shit up, right? Well, we'll give you more money, and then it just disappears. You know, it just disappears. Too Close for Comfort. That was a good show, right? Ted Knight. That was great. Deborah Vanderberg. Deborah Vanderberg. And Monroe. Remember Monroe? Jim J. Bullock. Yeah, that was a good show. That was a good show. Unfortunately, Ted Knight passed away somewhere back there in the 80s, I believe. And we didn't get any more stuff from him. I want to say 80s. I believe he passed away pretty early. We got Heart to Heart. Trash Man. Dick Cavett. That's it. Dick Cavett. I gotta find me some Dick Cavett show. How do you spell it? Let me get it right. Easy to search. Dick Cavett. I got no name. I got no name. Alright. Oh, I know. Evelyn Wood. things from the past. That I can research and try to find material on. Because it's fun. Richard Simmons. Wow, there we go. Richard Simmons. He did a workout show. That was great. Yeah. Richard Hogue. Religion. The Love Boat. Frankie Avalon. Patty Duke Aston. Rick Nelson. I saw that one just recently. There goes the trash man. Let's see if he tears out a tree. I better warm up this coffee. All right, I'm gonna warm up my coffee. Be right back. So let's see, breakfast time's coming up. I usually try to snack on something when I first wake up, so I can have, you know, something on my stomach when I start drinking coffee. Let's see, it says that I've had 0% and 0 dropped frames, where I had 90 dropped frames a while ago. Why did the 90 go away? That's never happened before. Did I glitch out for a minute? Wow, man, that's heavy stuff. Yeah, if I don't pay attention, man, this train will just derail. I mean, really. And I got a console here that's flying a 747. You know, once I get this thing fully up and running, right now I'm only operating at about 30% of capacity here. Once I get everything full bore, it's going to be crazy, you know. I'll have all kinds of stuff going on. Every button I push is going to do something, you know. Something. So last night I was doing a conference call with my brother, and so I had him on a screen, and then I just had me. When I had him on the screen, I was just shrunk myself down to a little, you know, this guy. I had myself down there, right? And then on the other side, I had the actual phone call conversation camera, which was a really good close-up from this camera on my laptop. So I had a pretty good tight face shot with the microphone here. And then, of course, I was using a different microphone to talk to him, and then a different microphone to go live. And the sound worked, nothing overlapped. It was pretty good. Everything worked out. It was neat. So I look forward to using that on a regular basis at some point for some kind of show element. Do a 90-minute show and do a 30-minute interview inside of that show. Say, okay, you got to call me at exactly this time, and then I'll bring you on to the show. Bada bing bang boom, like that, and then I can do it via telephone, via regular, smartphone. We can do FaceTime, and I can just pick up the audio, so we don't have to put somebody on camera, but I can actually see them and interact with them.
or we can actually put them on camera through Messenger, something like that, which is, it just kind of opens it up, you know. Just like when I get it set up to have a turntable here sitting next to me, so that I can just at nighttime pull out a record and throw it on and listen to it. Yeah, that sounds pretty cool. So I'll look at what it's going to take to get one of those record players set up here. I've got well over a dozen stereo turntable dealies. It's just a matter of getting the proper one outfitted and refurbished. You know, order a belt and a needle, and you know, spray a little chutzpah here and there, and then we're working, we're rocking and rolling, rocking and a rolling, and a rolling and a rocking. So back to 1981, January 31st through February 6th. And they didn't do the crossword puzzle in this one. So there's something. Let's see, 3 p.m. Scooby-Doo. Satan Never Sleeps at 1. Ooh. Nuestro Comunidad. And El Chavo. Guiding Light. Oh, my mother was so into Guiding Light. Oy. Yeah, 1981, she was religiously watching Guiding Light still. She watched it right up until it went off the air. Woody Woodpecker, Great Bank Robbery, Hoogly Boogly, Bionic Woman, Gomer Pyle, totally. Jim Biker, oh look, Starsky and Hutch, second part of 2. Happy Days Again. Fonzie invites a black friend to play drums at Richie's Luau. Happy Days Again. So is that what they called the reruns? Fonzie invites a black friend to play at Richie's Luau. Well, if Richie was still on the show, wasn't it still Happy Days? Wow, see, that's weird. Robert Urich, Vegas. Streets of San Francisco. Noticiario. Over Easy. Yeah. Bugs Bunny's Valentine's Special, 8 p.m. on CBS, Wednesday. Yeah. So MASH is in reruns on a few channels. Sha Na Na. Guest Jackie DeShannon. I've got a bunch of Sha Na Na. Totally, yeah. Well. Oh, 8 is enough. The Bradfords are in for a shock. David and Janet are splitting up. Oh, I remember watching that episode of last year. Went through all of the shows. Yeah, poor Bradfords. They're such idiots. In search of possible effects of the moon on human psychology and biology are explored. Leonard Nimoy. Let's see. Primetime, my favorite. Real People, Belly Dancing Men, An Alligator Lady, and more. And then Different Strokes and The Facts of Life. The movie Mr. Roberts, James Cagney, Henry Fonda, Jack Lemmon. Totally.
All right, more on real people. Scheduled segments on snowmobile water skipping races in Wisconsin. A ballerina who teaches wheelchair-bound seniors how to dance. Male-female belly dancers. Male and female belly dancers. A California woman with 10 pet alligators. Underwater hockey in Palm Beach, Florida. And a Bostonian who claims to be the world's strongest man. Right, the guy's probably 90. Right? Joanne Woodward in Crisis at Central High, starring Charles Durning and Henderson Forsyth. And it looks like a standoff between the students and the military. Jeez. The conflict, the fear, the courage, the tears. A confrontation of spirit and fury that changed America. The true story of one woman's year at Central High, Little Rock, 1957. Really? So it must be a movie about racial injustice and segregation, 57, that kind of stuff. Yeah. Totally, man. And there it is, yeah. Totally, man. Crisis at Central High. 2.5 hours. Comes on at 8:30. Little Rock, 1957. Crisis at Central High. Nice. Ooh, Cocaine, A Courier and Crooked Cops, 10 o'clock on Quincy. Totally. An NBC program. Facts of Life. Facts of Life. Oh yeah. Odd Couple. So Quincy and Odd Couple. Right? So you can switch the channel back and forth from old Jack Klugman and young Jack Klugman. Right? Hitler's Goals. Telly Savalas, Robert Culp, 1975. Love Boat. Let's see. Policewoman. The UFO Incident. Here we go. TV movie recreating the real-life story of Barney and Betty Hill, who claim to have spent some time aboard an aircraft from outer space. Estelle Parsons, James Earl Jones. I do remember that movie. Guess Who's Coming to Dinner? Spencer Tracy, Katharine Hepburn, Sidney Poitier. That's another great one. Totally, dude. Totally. Yeah. Let's see. Thursday morning. It's Thursday morning. Anybody there? Hello. Hello. Alright. Little Rascals. Flintstones. More Mike Douglas. Phil Donahue. Hey there, Phil. People Are Talking. Fraser McGowan. Big Valley, Linda Evans. Look out. Saw her on, Barnaby Jones the other day. Man. She's pretty plain. Gorgeous lady. Mediocre actor. Mediocres. Meaty. I mean, just not that great. Paper Lion, George Plimpton. Account of his adventures as a Detroit Lion, 1968. So yeah, writer George Plimpton went and I mean, very snooty, you know, well-to-do rich guy, I believe, and he joined the team and became a Lion so that he could write about being a Lion, a regular average guy being a football player. We'll have to check that out. You know what? Electric Company. So I'm trying to find some stuff to fill up that morning slot when I'm not here. So I'll do some research and see what I can come up with. And try to come up with some early morning stuff to put on. And then maybe put on some early morning stuff at 4 or 5. And then put on a movie about 5 or 6 or 7. You know. And then go right into X-1 at 8. And then just try to fill in the gaps, you know. Ooh, $6 Million Man. Totally. I wonder what's for breakfast this morning. We did a little bit of shopping and got a few things. And now there are a few more options. My daughter made tuna rice cucumber balls last night for a snack. It's like we're saying, you know, you need to get in the kitchen more and start doing your own thing. Find your place in the kitchen, you know, and find things that you like to eat that you can make that are easy but nutritious. And she just knocked it out of the park. Really. Mary Ellen finds her husband alive at 8 on the Waltons. Magnum uncovers a lovely woman's secret in a dark alley, 9 on Magnum PI. And at 10 on Knott's Landing, Abby declares war on ex-husband and Karen. Ooh. An affectionate remembrance. A love letter to Jack Benny. Aw. That's great. Yeah, Barney Miller and Taxi. Stop it. I need food, that's what it is. I need food, I need energy, I need sustenance, nutrition. I need viable energy. What the hell did he just say? What the hell did he just... What the hell is he talking like that for? Cripes. 'Cause I'm hungry. Yeah, I don't know. I got my wife some longaniza, chorizo, the little tubes of you know what chorizo is. What's longaniza? Same thing, different flavor. But I can't eat it. It upsets my stomach. It's too spicy. I burp it up all day and all night. If it's got way too many potatoes and eggs in it, and just a hint of meat, chorizo or longaniza, then I can eat it. But it's usually it's just too much. It's just too much. dozen. Happy Days Again. It's all about Fonzie. Fonzie, 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 Fonzie. After a while, you just get tired of the word Fonzie. You know, the Fonz. It just, it's a word you don't want to say 10 times fast, because then you just feel ridiculous saying it. The Brady Bunch is back for a double wedding. Oh my God, no way! And look, they're all there. Look, there's Mom and Dad and Alice. Oh no. Yep, there's a husband. Oh yeah, look at that. All the brothers and sisters are there, so the 2 oldest girls are going to get married. I remember that. Didn't they get their own show? Right? Man, somebody talk to me about that yet. Ooh, the Incredible Hulk. So, on The Incredible Hulk, Lou Ferrigno, who actually plays the Green Hulk on the show, he is guest starring as himself. Lou Ferrigno, who once competed against Arnold Schwarzenegger, plays a mild-mannered strongman, inveigled into bodybuilding contest by a conniving woman, Leslie Ackerman, and he also retains his role as the Hulk. Interesting. He plays 2 guys. I wonder if he looks at himself. Hey, what are you? I'm the Hulk. Yeah, you're good looking. Friday girls get married. This house possessed. Something terrifying is falling in love with Sheila. This house possessed. So the house comes alive. Parker Stevenson, Lisa Elbacher, and Joan Bennett. That's totally awesome stuff. Awesome sauce. Dallas, while J.R., Larry Hagman, advances a plot to overthrow the government that confiscated his foreign oil holdings, his public relations advisor, Susan Flannery, resists his advances to her. Wow. The Victoria Principal. Oh, I love Victoria Principal. I think the first thing that I saw her in that I just fell in love with her in was the movie Earthquake. Right? Charlton Heston. Just, oh, she's a dream in that. She is a dream. I don't know if it's a wig, but she's got this big bushy curly hair, wears a leather jacket, tight t-shirt, and she's just adorable. Oh, there's Romper Room. There's Romper Room. There it is at 4:30. 4:30. 4:30. That's it. Oh, wow. Look at those. The Gunfighter series, right? Remember that? Remember the Gunfighter series? That's pretty cool. We used to have those. I might actually have some of that around. Yeah, oh look, 8 tracks, 1 penny each, 6 hits. That's great. I always loved looking through. I joined the Columbia Record and Tape Club once or twice in my life, and just brought home a shitload of tapes and CDs. Yeah, I actually have many of these right now on 8-track. Wow. That's great. That's just great. Yeah, and it looks like what I don't have on 8-track, I've probably got on LP. Virginia Slims. Let's advertise some cigarettes, man. Good old Slims. Oh, don't look at my belly. Don't look at your eyes. Oh. Oh, yeah. Well, I think morning here is going to give way to late morning. And I am going to finish with my uploading content for this week. And I will probably spend the day working on next week and try to get that done this week. I want to get so that at the end of the month I've got 2 or 3 weeks where everything is done, and then I've got time to work on some other content, some original content. I'm so behind on my concert footage. Camera downloading. I've got some footage from the last couple of concerts we went to that I just haven't had time to deal with, right? So I need to get those things done and uploaded and work on my room here, try to get a video game and a turntable hooked into the mix. And I'm going to have to add some shelves somewhere on this thing here. I need a place to put books. I need like a bookshelf. I need, which if I can turn this around and out, then I can utilize a couple of these cubbies here as a place to put a lot of this stuff here. That's going to help. So yeah, I'm going to do some readjusting here today. I think because I'm once I get this last video uploaded that I created last night while I was sleeping, I made it and then hit save and went, and I got to sleep okay last night, pretty early. I was in bed at 10. I was asleep after 11, before midnight, which is pretty damn good. So I got my 4 hours in. I got up on occasion, of course, 3 or 4 times to take a leak, but I still managed to get 4 good hours of sleep. So much so that I actually did a little dreaming and woke up going, what the fuck? So I don't dream so often because I never get any good REM, right? It's always, that's probably why my eyes look like this. It's because I'm not getting any long REM sleep. I just get these quick naps in between taking a leak. So what I need to do is I need to get into bed and just go out for like 8 hours, but I can never do that. And then if I do, I wake up going, oh man, I shouldn't have slept like so long. Now I'm all fucked up. So yeah. Coffee. So I got these cards, my hobby cards, and it's got my morning show stuff logo thing, and then on the other side it's got my my other hobby information. It says Mondre Media Productions, retro videos using vintage equipment, which is basically what I do. I never say that I'm selling my services, because I ain't. And then it says Elsinore Brothers Studio with my Elsinore Brothers Studio logo, and then my Facebook and YouTube information. And then a reel-to-reel and a projector, because I love reels, right? And then on the back I've got some cassettes and reels and LP and that kind of stuff. So yeah, it's like, you know, so that when I go to places, I can share them. Like when I went to that concert Monday night with my, not yesterday, but last Monday, with my daughter. Was it last Monday? Yeah, I believe it was. No, it was the Monday before. I took a couple of cards out of my pocket and I kept trying to throw them down toward the stage, and they just go out, and then they catch the air conditioner breeze and just go boom. So somebody right down below the balcony there kept getting smacked in the head with my business cards, not business cards, but my hobby cards. And then as we were leaving, I looked down and saw a few of them scattered on the ground down there. I'm hoping at least one made it into the pocket of somebody who at some point will stop by and check it out, right? So yeah, that's totally cool. And I like it because I can use it to introduce myself to people and not seem like I'm just kind of a pushy weirdo, you know. And I always forget to give it to the people who I get their autographs from. I forgot to give it to Starcrawler, Velveteers, forgot to give it to the Gully Boys, and I was like, man, I need to, here, so that they can stop by and know where I'm at, know that I'm hanging out, talking about them, and then maybe stop by and interject a little something. Yeah, this is gonna be easy. I can finish off next week's videos. I can probably finish off today if I were to work at it. Load up the rest of this week and then work on. Yeah, I've already got 2 that I can upload and 3 that I need to create and then upload. And bada friggin' bing bang boom. Yeah. And I'll move stuff around, as I work out my days, like Nova for sure on Monday. I got enough Novas to fill Monday of next month. In search of, I should be able to come up with a few more in search ofs if I'm lucky. And then Wednesday, what do I got going on Wednesdays? Oh, Those Amazing Animals right now. If I can't come up with any more of that, then I'll throw out some more Delta House or something else that I can find that's TV primetime. That's Incredible is going to be on Thursdays for a while, for at least 6 weeks, maybe 8 weeks. And then Fridays, I think I'm just going to do a movie. I'm going to try to dig up a good Friday night movie. So I've got something set up, a made-for-TV educational film. That's set up right now for Friday the 5th at 8. I'm going to bump that to a different day at 4. And probably the following week at 4. And use that time slot for an actual movie that I can get away with uploading. Life with Father, the Redhead. That one would be great. If I could get away with doing the original old black and white version of that. An old Eddie Cantor movie would be great. An old Rudy Valley movie. Something from the 20s or 30s would be even better. That would be great. There's a few movies later on, 60s, 70s, 80s and stuff that you can get away with because the copyright deals are screwed up. But most of the stuff I'm going to play is going to have to be from early, where copyright stuff has just gone out and nobody's claimed it. and it's just become public domain, right? So that's what I'm looking to bring, is a lot of public domain films. So if anybody has any suggestions on public domain films that we can watch that are going to work on YouTube. Sometimes I'll find a film and then look on YouTube to see if somebody else has already done it. If they have, I'll see in what capacity. You know, is it an actual, like, MGM, an official, or is it just some schlum, you know, who's getting away with it because he's non-monetized? So I'll have to figure that kind of stuff out, and then figure out if I can use it, make a list of royalty-free movies that I can use, and just go to town. Just go to town and try to get one really good feature-length film from the past uploaded on Fridays. You know, I'm going to try to find some ABC movies made for TV series. And, you know, the Thursday night movie. And try to get some of those for the time slot, you know, when I'm not here. So that there's something really good to watch. Something that I could sit and watch with you and then do some commenting on. Right? Gosh. I'm real excited about this whole programming thing, and the fact that when they premiere, it's live. You can't fast forward or rewind. You can't pause it. You're just stuck watching it, just like regular TV. Regular old television. That's cool. That is really cool. Oh wow, it's 8 o'clock. I gotta go. Look at there. All right. Well, I guess I'm gonna play some. I'm gonna play some stuff here. I'm gonna open up this and open up this, and I gotta. Okay, let's see. I'm going to copy these two guys. Desktop. Nighttime. Desktop. Bada bang. There it is. Okay, now I can just open those guys up here. So, there it is. Closing. Weekly programming. Bada bing. Play. Alright, people. I am going to say adios. And take it on the lam. And get the heck out of here. Because I got crap to do. Holy hell. So be sure to come back this evening and hang out for Nighttime Nonsense and Nostalgia Live at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And be sure to come back. Well, there's a show starting right now, X-1. And there's all kinds of shit going on right now. So, all throughout the day. So hang out. Stop by. I will see you guys on the flippity flap. Flippity flip flop. Hey, check. Is this thing on? Testing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Alright, people. Love you. Be kind. Spread peace and love. And most especially, stay weird.
Be sure to stay tuned right now for the preview of what's coming on this week. Check it out, people. I like this video.